You've probably been that friend, the one who sends a maybe next time text because you're suddenly too tired, or your social battery just hit zero. It's often interpreted as an act of avoidance or a lack of interest in a relationship. But for some, the idea of a Friday night in a quiet room is genuinely more appealing than the noise of a crowded bar. There's a specific kind of relief that comes when plans fall through and the evening suddenly belongs entirely to you. Because extroversion is frequently treated as the default setting for a successful life, preferring your own company gets labeled as boring. This creates a persistent sense of guilt, as if you're failing a social exam you never signed up for. Staying in is often an act of resisting the pull of a world that demands your attention at all times. You are holding on to your own energy rather than letting it be tugged away by the next notification or invitation. Think about the sheer volume of that pull. The curated social media feeds, the pressure to network, the hustle culture that views rest as a waste, and the expectation to always be on for the sake of others. Choosing a night of zero obligations over that external pressure requires you to listen to your own physiological needs. It is a decision to prioritize recovery over the performance of having a good time. This preference is rooted in how we process energy. Extroverts tend to draw their vitality from external stimulation, the movement, the noise, and the unpredictable nature of other people. For those who prefer solitude, the mechanics are reversed. Every social interaction, regardless of how much you enjoy the person you're with, acts as a withdrawal from a finite internal battery. This is the optimal arousal theory. Every person has a baseline level of stimulation to perform their best. Some require heavy external input to balance their scale. Others reach equilibrium with minimal input. Too much noise leads to overstimulation. These differences are dictated by the underlying architecture of the nervous system. The way your brain processes dopamine and external stimuli is a fixed biological trait, established long before you ever had to choose between a party and a book. For a nervous system that reaches its peak on low stimulation, the home environment isn't just a place to sleep. It is the only location where the battery can actually be replenished. Beyond the internal biology, we have to consider the environment itself. The world outside your door is characterized by total unpredictability. You're constantly navigating sensory stressors, the volume of traffic, the abrupt changes in plans, and the exhaustion of small talk. Home offers the opposite, total environmental control. You decide the temperature, the brightness of the lights, the background noise, and the general vibe of the room. For a highly sensitive person, this control functions as a barrier against sensory overload. It allows the nervous system to shift from a state of constant defense back into a state of rest. Within that stillness, cognitive resources are freed up for other things. Those who regularly seek solitude often show a higher capacity for deep introspection and complex problem solving. It's rarely in a crowded, high-energy room that the most profound insights occur. They tend to emerge in quiet corners, while reading, thinking, or simply staring out a window at 2 a.m. By staying home, you are effectively designing a specialized workspace for your mind, creating the exact conditions necessary for your creative and analytical thoughts to surface. However, the psychological impact of staying home is determined by the why behind the choice. The intention changes everything. Isolation can be a symptom of something difficult, like depression, social anxiety, or the lingering effects of trauma that make the outside world feel threatening. There is a significant difference between staying home because the environment nourishes you and staying home because facing the world has become an impossible burden. Understanding whether your 4 walls are a refuge for healing or a cage for hiding is a vital part of maintaining your mental health. But for those with a healthy, low-stimulation preference, the richness of their inner life means they don't rely on the external world for constant entertainment. Their thoughts and rituals provide enough substance on their own. They find value in things that are often overlooked, the precise ritual of a morning coffee, or the way the sunset changes the light in a specific room. These small moments provide a steady sense of calm. When you prioritize peace over social performance, you aren't missing out on the world. You are simply engaging with it on your own terms, through the architecture of your own intentional solitude.